What's up, YouTube? Tony Peck here, the godfather of Instagram and co-founder of Why Not You Media and Why Not Print. And we are back with another episode. But before we start this episode, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down to support me below. Like I said, every week I'll be coming out with new episodes to help you guys on your journey to success. And on this episode today, I want to talk about something specifically within Instagram. And obviously, I'm the godfather of Instagram, so I wasn't given that name for anything. I was given that name because I was able to help build my brand on Instagram, as well as help many businesses and entrepreneurs do the same. So I kind of want to get into two things today. One is a common misconception I've heard so many times across so many different meetings with so many different businesses in so many different industries. And another thing I want to talk about is a way for you guys to help build your brand on Instagram that is super underutilized and often overlooked. Okay. First thing we're going to go into is the common misconception I hear in meetings so often. And that is people coming to me and saying, Tony, I have 1,500 followers and I'm only getting 117 likes. First thing, just because you have a certain amount of followers does not mean there is a certain amount of engagement that you should be getting. Okay, you can have the exact same amount of followers as someone else, but your engagement will be different. And it's based on so many different factors. The industry that you're in, the content you are putting out, the amount of engagement that you are doing, and so many other factors on that platform. So please do not compare your engagement to someone else's just because you guys have the same amount of followers. Just as if a model with 10,000 followers versus a pizzeria with 10,000 followers are gonna have different engagements, so will anyone else in any other industry with the same amount of followers. Now, aside from that, even if you're in the same industry as someone else with the same amount of followers as you, that doesn't mean you're gonna get the same engagement, because still those factors are part of the algorithm and it's gonna change the engagement you're gonna get and the reach your content is going to have. Okay, now back to that example with the 1,500 followers and only getting 117 likes. The way that I like to approach this is, you gotta remember, on Instagram, likes are from real people. Okay, you can't just look at it as a number. Yeah, I get 117 likes. I understand that. It is a metric. However, you have to understand the metric behind that, which is the actual human being taking the time out to interact on your post. Imagine if I told you, would you be speaking in front of a room of 117 people? Would you feel comfortable doing so? I'm sure many of you would be a little nervous. So instead of treating your 117 likes almost ungratefully because it's too little based on your follower amount, appreciate those people and take the time to reach out to every single one of them. It might take you a little time, but listen, if you don't think that's enough likes for your page, then the way to get more likes, which is the second thing I want to talk about in this episode, how to help build your brand on Instagram, then you need to do more engagement. Okay, people don't realize that if you want more engagement on Instagram, then you need to be more engaging, because the more that you engage, it does one of two things. One, you will be putting yourself directly in front of who you want to be engaging with you. So for instance, let's say I want to start engaging with realtors or mortgage brokers in the area to be able to get their business. Now, by me going to their pages, liking a few pictures, leaving a comment, hitting them with a follow, shooting them a DM, they're so much more likely to now interact with me back to reciprocate. Okay, now listen, not 100% of the time, but I'll take 50%, I'll take 35%, because every 1,000 people I'm interacting with, maybe 300 come to my page and follow me and start engaging back with me, driving up your engagement. Now also, we want to play into the algorithm on Instagram. And the way Instagram measures a lot of things is based off of what you do. So the more active and engaged you are, the more Instagram will give you more reach for more people to be on your page, because they see that you will take care of the people that are coming to you. Now, a huge mistake I see so many people make, especially when their brands are small on social media, which is the most pivotal point to do this at, by the way, you need to answer every single comment that gets on a post. I don't care if you only get 3 comments. Answer those 3 people. Those 3 people took the time out of their day to comment on what it is you posted. Now, you might be upset it was only 3 people, but at least take care of those 3. Because if you can't take care of those 3, then why would you expect to get 30 or 300 or even 3,000 comments? Because when people start to come to your page, they're going to see that you haven't answered any of your comments. It's a terrible look as you're building a brand. So make sure those comments are all answered. Now, on top of it, your DMs. You want to be extremely active on Instagram, right? Whenever someone DMs you, DM them back. It doesn't have to be the same day. It could be the next day. It could be the day after. But make sure you don't open it, leave it on read, and never get back to it. If you're not going to answer in the moment, make sure you just leave it on read and wait till you are able to answer it to then open it and respond. And like I said, the best way for you to get more engagement on Instagram is for you to do more engagement. And it's not the thing that most people want to hear because it's labor intensive and it does take time. Do not get me wrong. However, the benefit of doing it is so worthwhile the time you are spending because you're able then, by engaging, to be able to build relationships with those you're engaging with on social media. So guys, I hope you learned a lot in this episode about some things on Instagram. Like I said, every week we're going to be doing new episodes about different things between mindset, motivation, business, branding, social media, marketing, taxes, so many things we're going to be bringing to you. I'm very excited, guys. You all know that. So please, all I ask, if you can subscribe, turn on notifications. If you guys have any questions, please leave me a comment, shoot me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is Tony Peck at TonyPec_. Feel free to shoot me a DM there. And I guess until then, I will see you next time.